Imagine describing what you want to build in plain English and watching the software just do it. Not a chatbot giving you instructions, not an AI suggesting what to click. The software itself running the task from a single sentence you typed. That's not a concept anymore. Yesterday, Anthropic announced that Claude, one of the most capable AI models available right now, can now connect directly to the creative tools that professionals use every day. Blender, Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, Ableton Live, Autodesk Fusion, SketchUp, Splice, all of them, from one chat window. This video covers exactly what launched, what each integration actually does, and what it means for anyone who works in a creative field. Whether you're a 3D artist, a video editor, a music producer, or a designer. Let's get into it. First, some context, because this is genuinely different from what's come before. For the past few years, AI in creative software has mostly meant one thing: features inside individual apps. Generative fill in Photoshop. AI mastering in your DAW. Smart object removal in video editors. Useful tools, but they all require you to already be inside the app, navigating the menus, doing the work. What Anthropic launched is a different model entirely. They've released a set of connectors, built on something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, that let Claude work above the apps. You describe what you need, Claude figures out which application to use, which tools within it, and in what order. You're directing, Claude is executing, the difference matters. This isn't an AI autocomplete inside a single tool. This is an AI that can orchestrate your entire creative pipeline from a conversation. The partners in this launch are significant. Adobe, covering more than 50 tools across Creative Cloud. Blender, the open-source 3D suite used across film, games, and architecture. Autodesk Fusion for engineering and product design. Ableton for music production. Splice for sample search. Affinity by Canva for production workflows. SketchUp for spatial and architectural modeling. And 2 Resolume connectors for VJs and live visual performance artists. That's not a small experiment. That's a coalition of the most widely used professional creative software on the planet, connecting to a single AI layer on the same day. Start with Blender, because this integration is the deepest of everything in this launch, and it illustrates what real access actually means. Blender has a Python API. Every object in a scene, every material, every light, every camera, all of it is accessible through code. Professionals who know Python can script complex operations, batch process scenes, build custom tools. It's powerful, but it has a steep learning curve. The Blender MCP connector gives Claude access to that same Python API directly, which means instead of learning Python to batch rename 200 assets, you describe what you want. Instead of manually setting up a 3-point lighting rig, you ask for it. Instead of writing a custom script to apply the same material change across every object in a complex scene, you say what you need, and Claude writes and runs the script. For experienced Blender artists, this removes friction from the technical parts of the workflow, the parts that eat time without adding creative value. Renaming, rigging scaffolding, procedural setups, documentation search. For people who've wanted to learn Blender but found the technical barrier too high, this is a genuine on-ramp. You can ask Claude to explain a modifier stack while it's doing it. You can ask why a certain approach was used. It's not just execution, it's a tutor. Anthropic has also joined the Blender Development Fund as a patron, investing in the open-source infrastructure that makes this integration possible. That's a meaningful commitment, and it signals this isn't a temporary partnership. The Adobe connector covers more than 50 tools across Creative Cloud. Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, Lightroom, Express, and more. The framing Adobe and Anthropic are using is agentic creativity, the idea that rather than an AI helping you use a tool, an AI is using the tool on your behalf, based on what you describe. In practice, for Photoshop, that means things like remove the background from this product photo, replace it with a clean studio backdrop, adjust the lighting, export as a transparent PNG as a single instruction. The connector interprets the request, opens the relevant tool, runs the steps, and delivers the result. For Premiere, it means multi-step video edits from natural language, trim the dead air, apply a color grade, generate captions, described once, executed as a sequence. For Illustrator, it means creative briefs, create a minimal logo for this brand, this palette, this use case. with the AI markup brush letting you guide refinements by drawing directly on the canvas. The honest picture is that the integration is strongest on contained, repeatable tasks, the kind of work that's technically demanding, but creatively routine. Background removal, asset exporting, color grading, these are the tasks that eat hours in a production workflow without requiring the judgment that makes a creative professional valuable. That's exactly where this helps most. Anthropic also announced partnerships with 3 art and design institutions: the Art and Computation program at Rhode Island School of Design, Fundamentals of AI for Creatives at Ringling College, and the Computational Arts program at Goldsmiths in London. Students and faculty will get access to Claude and these connectors, with their feedback shaping how the tools develop. That matters for a reason beyond the press release. The creatives being trained right now are the ones who will determine whether these tools become embedded in professional workflows or stay on the periphery. Getting into design education early is how you shape the baseline expectations of the next generation of professionals. So what does this all add up to? The honest answer is a genuine shift in what the relationship between creative professionals and their tools can look like, but not a replacement for creative judgment. Claude can execute. It can batch, script, generate, route, search, and iterate. What it can't do is know what good looks like in your specific context. It can remove a background, you decide whether the result is right. It can build a Blender scene, you decide whether the lighting feels correct. It can find samples, you decide which one serves the track. The creative judgment is still yours. The execution is now dramatically faster. If you work in a creative field and you haven't looked at what AI tooling can actually do for your workflow in 2026, yesterday's announcement is a good reason to start. Not because it changes everything overnight, but because the gap between what takes an hour and what takes a minute is closing faster than most people are tracking. The description has links to every connector mentioned in this video, all of them free to try. If this was useful, please subscribe to the channel for more on what's happening at the frontier of AI and other tech-related news. Thanks for watching.